Bush Block Homestead in our little garden. This is our trial garden. We have our finger eggplants and we're just about ready to harvest it, and I'm going to run them through the dehydrator. We don't eat enough eggplant to keep them fresh, so we'll put them through the dehydrator and turn them basically into fruit chips. So you can see we've got 3 plants in here. We've got one in here, one next to it, and then there's a smaller one there. Then down the back, and down here I've got another one hiding in the back there. So if you come back to the first lot, you can see our finger eggplants there, and they've come on this spring and they're looking quite nice. We cooked them up the other day and yeah, they're not too bad. So I'll harvest them and we'll come back once they harvest. There you have it, guys. That's the eggplants that we just pulled out of the garden. So they're all finger eggplants. That's probably the longest one, coming down to this size. So we'll take them upstairs and get them prepared and put them through the dehydrator. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm just chopping these up into the rounds ready for blanching and then into the dehydrator. So when you're chopping them up, chop them to the thickness you want for the dehydrator. The reason we blanch them is apparently it helps in the preserving process, and it helps reduce them going too bitter. So what I'm doing is I'm chopping them up, but in the Queensland heat they're going brown pretty quick. So I'm just putting them in a bowl of water with a bit of lemon juice, hopefully to stop the browning process. You can also see there, and there you can see the seeds in the middle. So they're not brown, that's actually the seeds in the middle. Our eggplants are a little bit on the young side, but that's okay. I was reading online that that's actually the better time to dehydrate them. Okay, so now I've got the eggplants all cut up. I've got my water on. I'm just going to blanch these for a couple of minutes. Put them into the bowl, trying not to splash myself. Now, if there's any cooks out there watching, you know I don't use the right technique, I just use my way and I'm happy with that. I don't think there's any art to cooking, it's just what works for you and what is fun. Okay, so we're finished blanching. I'm just putting it into the cool water to stop the cooking process. And then I will drain it and maybe dry it before I put it in the dehydrator. Everyone says dry your stuff before it goes in the dehydrator, but I leave mine on overnight and that's fine. It helps with the extra morning hours and it all works out nicely. There we go, they're in the cool water. Easy as. And I'll just leave that to drain for a minute and I'll be back. And here we are, folks, we're just going to put them out on the trays. I've let the eggplant dry for a bit, just drip drying. We're in the Queensland heat, so no need for tea towels up here. There you go, folks, we've got our trays stacked. I did do the 4 trays, but I've separated them out with a bit of air through them. What I'm doing, the tomatoes, I pack them in tightly, but I didn't have an over gluten of eggplant, so I've just put them out on the tray sparingly. Put the lid on, and we'll put it on the machine. And 1, 2, 3, she goes. And it'll be finished tomorrow morning when I get up just in time for work. So we'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye. Good morning, folks. We have finished dehydrating the eggplant. I've taken it off the machine. Let's look inside. It's come down to next to nothing. Look at that. It just goes to show that eggplant is mostly made up of water. It has gone a little bit black, so I probably left it in a smidge long. But I'm only going to be putting it into things like slow cookers and stews and that, so it'll be fine. We'll see how much we get. There you go folks, there's our dehydrated eggplant. It's come down to next to nothing, so I think I'll only need my small jar. Let's fill it up. So that's a 500ml jar that you could get like your pasta sauces or your jams in, just to give you an idea of scale. And we have got it approximately half full. Thanks for joining us on the Bush Block Homestead. We'll see you next time. Bye.